Angel says there are moments in life when it feels as though the odds are stacked against us. We've all faced situations where the challenges seem insurmountable and the opposition feels relentless. Whether it's people who doubt our abilities, circumstances that seem too difficult to overcome, or simply the heaviness of life's burdens, there are seasons when the weight of negativity is overwhelming. But know this, God is preparing to turn your situation around in ways you could never have imagined. Type Holy Jesus Christ is my helping hands and subscribe the channel if you love Jesus Christ from the heart. Angel says there is a promise in the Word of God that assures us His plans are greater than we can comprehend. You are about to receive so much prosperity and abundance that even those who stand against you or those who have spoken ill of you or doubted your potential will be left speechless. They will not be able to deny the overwhelming favor that God is pouring into your life. The riches, the success, and the blessings coming your way will not only transform your life, but will be so undeniable, so powerful, that those who doubted you will be stunned into silence. Type I am God's child in the comments and subscribe to the channel if God ever helped you. In the Bible, we see examples of how God blesses His faithful servants in extraordinary ways, often in front of those who oppose them. Take for instance the story of Joseph, sold into slavery by his own brothers, falsely accused and imprisoned. Joseph endured years of hardship and betrayal, yet through it all, God's hand was on Joseph's life. Angel says in the end, God elevated him to a position of immense power and authority in Egypt, making him second only to Pharaoh. His brothers, who once scorned him and plotted his demise, were left speechless and in awe when they came face to face with the man they had once tried to destroy. This is a perfect illustration of how God can turn what the enemy meant for harm into something that brings Him glory and brings you unimaginable prosperity. Similarly, in your own life, God is preparing to bless you in ways that will astonish everyone around you. The prosperity that is coming your way is not just financial, though that may be a part of it, but it is a holistic abundance that will touch every area of your life. It is peace, joy, health, wisdom, and favor that no one can take away from you. Angel says the doors that God is about to open for you will be so significant that even your greatest critics will have no choice but to acknowledge that His hand is upon you. This divine favor and abundance are not just for your benefit, but also serve a higher purpose. God is a God of justice, and He takes pleasure in turning the tables on those who stand against His children. As He prepares to bless you, it's important to remember that prosperity is a tool for His kingdom. The wealth and abundance you are about to receive are meant to further His plans and purposes, and your role in this is to be a steward of what He provides. When your enemies see the magnitude of the blessings that God is about to release in your life, they will be left in amazement. They will see that the very things they tried to use to stop you with the obstacles they placed in your path were the same things God used to elevate you. What they meant for harm, God used for your good. Angel says their plans to hinder you will only highlight how powerful and faithful your God is. In fact, their very attempts to diminish you will serve as the backdrop to your greatest victories. Imagine this: the people who once spoke against you, the ones who thought you would never succeed, will watch as God elevates you to a position far beyond what anyone ever expected. They will stand in awe, not just of your success, but of the manner in which God orchestrated your breakthrough. They will see the glory of God reflected in your life, and it will leave them speechless. They may have doubted your ability, but they cannot deny the hand of God at work. Angels says they may have whispered against you in secret, but the abundance God is about to pour into your life will shout His favor from the rooftops. Type "I'm God's child" in the comments, like, and subscribe. It's essential to understand that God's blessings are not always immediate, but they are always timely. He knows exactly when and how to release His abundance into your life, and when He does, it will be more than enough. You will not just receive a trickle of blessings, it will be an overflow, a flood of prosperity that touches every part of your being. The Bible tells us in Ephesians 3:20 that God is able to do exceedingly, abundantly above all that we ask or think, and it is the kind of prosperity you are about to receive, the kind that surpasses your wildest dreams. But why is it that God blesses us in the sight of our enemies? Psalm 23:5 says, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies." This verse is not just about provision, it is about victory. When God blesses you in the presence of those who oppose you, it is a public demonstration of His power, His favor, and His protection over your life. It is God's way of showing that no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and that He has the final say in your life. Your enemies may have thought they were winning. Angels says they may have celebrated when you faced setbacks, when you experienced loss, or when things didn't go according to plan. But what they didn't realize is that God was working behind the scenes, preparing something far greater for you. He was aligning circumstances, positioning people, and orchestrating events to bring about your breakthrough at just the right moment. And now that moment is approaching. The time is coming when the prosperity that has been stored up for you will be released. It will be so much that it will overflow into the lives of those around you, or your family, your community, and even your enemies will witness the magnitude of God's blessings in your life. This is not just about you, it is about God's kingdom being advanced and His glory being revealed. So what should you do as you prepare for this abundance? First, remain humble. Know that every blessing, every ounce of prosperity comes from God. It is by His grace and mercy that you are receiving this overflow. Second, be a good steward. Angel says the abundance you are about to receive is not just for you to enjoy, but also for you to use in a way that honors God and blesses others. Third, give thanks in every season. Whether in lack or abundance, keep a heart of gratitude. Thank God for the provision that is coming, and thank Him for the lessons learned in the seasons of waiting. Type 1111 in the comments for God's blessings. Lastly, remember to forgive. When the blessings come, it can be tempting to harbor resentment toward those who opposed you, but God calls us to forgive and to love our enemies. Just as Joseph forgave his brothers, you are called to extend grace to those who stood against you. Your prosperity will be a testimony to God's goodness, and your forgiveness will be a reflection of His love. In conclusion, the prosperity and abundance that are coming your way will be so great that your enemies will be left speechless. Angels says they will stand amazed, unable to comprehend how you rose above the challenges, the criticism, and the opposition. But you will know the truth that it was God's hand all along, guiding you, providing for you, and blessing you beyond measure. His favor will be so evident in your life that it will silence every doubter, every naysayer, and every enemy. Get ready to step into a season of overflow, for the blessings of God are about to overtake you in ways you never thought possible.